Why silence makes you stronger? There is a strength that does not shout. There is a power that does not need to prove itself. There is a warrior who does not move first, does not speak first, does not react first. He waits, he observes, he listens. And in his silence, he becomes stronger than the noise around him. Most people think strength is loud. They think strength is in the voice that dominates the room, in the person who always has an answer, in the one who reacts quickly, argues fiercely, and proves himself again and again. But the wise know something different. True strength is quiet. True strength is still. True strength is the ability to remain peaceful while the world tries to pull you into chaos. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is not fear. Silence is discipline. Silence is control. Silence is the space where your inner warrior is trained. In the way of the Shaolin, before the body becomes strong, the mind must become still. Before the fist becomes powerful, the breath must become calm. Before the warrior enters battle, he must first defeat the noise inside himself. Because the loudest enemy is not outside you. It is not the person who insults you. It is not the person who doubts you. It is not the person who leaves you, rejects you, or misunderstands you. The loudest enemy is the voice inside your own mind that says, react now. Prove yourself now. Answer back now. Show them now. But the strong one does not obey every voice. The strong one watches the voice. The strong one breathes. The strong one chooses. This is why silence makes you stronger, because silence gives you back the power of choice. When someone provokes you and you immediately react, you have become their student. They control your emotions. They control your mind. They control your next move. But when someone provokes you and you remain silent, you become the master of the moment. You are no longer being pulled by anger. You are no longer being pushed by ego. You are no longer dancing to the rhythm of someone else's weakness. You are standing in your own center. Like a mountain in the storm, the wind may roar, the rain may fall, the clouds may darken the sky. But the mountain does not argue with the storm. It simply remains. This is the lesson of silence, to remain, to be steady, to be rooted. To know that not every battle deserves your energy. Not every insult deserves your reply. Not every misunderstanding needs your explanation. And not every moment requires your voice. Sometimes, your silence speaks louder than any words you could say. A person who talks too much often reveals too much. He reveals his anger. He reveals his insecurity. He reveals his fear. He reveals his need to be accepted. But a person who knows silence becomes difficult to disturb. He is not empty. He is full. Full of awareness. Full of patience. Full of inner command. In silence, you begin to see things clearly. When the mind is noisy, reality becomes distorted. You do not see people as they are. You see them through your wounds. You hear words through your pain. You react not to the present moment, but to old memories living inside you. This is why many people suffer. They are not fighting the situation in front of them. They are fighting the pain they never healed. But silence creates space, and in that space you can ask yourself, why am I angry? Why did this word hurt me? Why do I need to prove myself? Why am I afraid of being misunderstood? Why does my peace depend on someone else's opinion? These questions are not easy, but they are powerful, because the one who can sit with himself in silence will discover the truth behind his emotions. And once you understand your emotions, they no longer control you. This is the beginning of real strength. The undisciplined mind speaks before it thinks. The disciplined mind listens before it speaks. The undisciplined heart reacts before it understands. The disciplined heart breathes before it responds. And this small gap, this tiny moment between what happens to you and how you respond, is where your freedom lives. In that silence, you are reborn. Many people are slaves to reaction. Someone says something and they lose peace. Someone ignores them and they lose confidence. Someone criticizes them and they lose direction. Someone leaves them and they lose themselves. But the one who practices silence slowly becomes free. He understands that his peace is his own responsibility. He understands that his value does not decrease because someone failed to recognize it. He understands that his path does not become wrong because someone else cannot see it. He understands that his purpose does not need applause. The seed does not make noise while it grows. The roots do not announce themselves beneath the earth. The sun does not ask permission to rise. The river does not explain its direction to every stone in its path. Nature is silent, but nature is powerful. And if you observe deeply, you will learn that everything strong is first silent. The tree grows in silence. The moon shines in silence. The mountain stands in silence. The warrior trains in silence. The soul heals in silence. And the strongest version of you will also be created in silence, not in the noise of approval, not in the noise of attention, not in the noise of comparison, but in the quiet hours when no one is watching, when you wake up and train your mind, when you control your tongue, when you hold your anger, when you choose patience, when you forgive without announcing it, when you work without needing praise, when you suffer without becoming bitter, when you are misunderstood but still remain kind. That is strength, real strength. In life, people will test your silence. They will mistake it for weakness. They will think you are quiet because you have no answer. They will think you are calm because you are afraid. They will think you do not speak because you have nothing to say. Let them think. A lion does not turn around when a small dog barks. A master does not waste energy proving mastery. The ocean does not rise to answer every stone thrown into it. Remember this, your silence is not for them. Your silence is for you. It protects your energy. It protects your focus. It protects your dignity. It protects your inner world. When you speak too much, your energy leaks. When you react too much, your mind becomes tired. When you explain too much, you begin to seek permission to exist. But when you are silent, you gather yourself. You return to your center. You remember who you are. The world will always be noisy. People will always have opinions. Some will praise you today and criticize you tomorrow. Some will stand with you when you are winning and disappear when you are struggling. Some will smile in front of you and speak against you behind your back. This is the nature of the world. Do not be surprised by it. Do not become bitter because of it. Do not chase every voice. Do not answer every shadow. Walk your path, quietly is strongly, with discipline. There is a reason monks practice silence. There is a reason warriors meditate. There is a reason the deepest wisdom is often found away from the crowd. Because the crowd teaches you to perform. Silence teaches you to become. The crowd asks, how do I look? Silence asks, who am I? The crowd asks, do they like me? Silence asks, do I respect myself? The crowd asks, how can I be seen? Silence asks, how can I be true? And the one who becomes true does not need to perform strength. He becomes strength. In silence, your senses become sharper. You begin to hear what people are not saying. You begin to notice energy. You begin to see intention. You begin to understand that many arguments are not worth entering. Many people do not want truth. They want victory. Many people do not want understanding. They want control. Many people do not speak to connect. They speak to dominate. And when you realize this, you stop giving your peace to every conversation. You stop opening your soul to every opinion. You stop letting temporary emotions create permanent damage. This is maturity. This is discipline. This is power. Silence teaches you patience. And patience is one of the highest forms of strength. The impatient person is easy to control. Show him delay, and he becomes angry. Show him rejection, and he becomes broken. Show him silence, and he becomes anxious. But the patient person is dangerous, not because he wants to harm others, but because he cannot be easily moved. He can wait, he can endure, he can suffer without losing his direction. He can stand alone without begging for company. He can be delayed without losing faith. He can be doubted without losing belief. He can be tested without losing himself. This kind of person becomes unstoppable because he no longer needs the world to be gentle in order to remain peaceful. He has built peace within. But understand this clearly. Silence does not mean you never speak. Silence does not mean you accept disrespect. Silence does not mean you allow people to destroy your boundaries. A wise person knows when to speak, but he also knows when not to speak. His words are not wasted. His words are not thrown like stones. His words are like arrows. Few clear, purposeful. When he speaks, there is weight. Because he has not polluted his voice with unnecessary noise. This is why silence gives power to your words. When you speak less, your words carry more meaning. When you react less, your actions carry more force. When you explain less, your presence carries more authority. A calm person enters a room differently. He does not need to demand attention. His energy speaks. His stillness speaks. His self-control speaks. People feel it. They may not understand it, but they feel it, because silence creates presence. And presence is stronger than performance. Many people are trying to become impressive, but very few are trying to become peaceful. Many people want to be seen as powerful, but very few are willing to master themselves. They want success, but not solitude. They want respect, but not discipline. They want confidence, but not inner work. They want peace, but they keep feeding the noise. If you want to become stronger, you must learn to sit alone without running from yourself. No phone, no distraction, no music, no validation, no audience, just you and your breath. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. The mind will resist. It will bring memories. It will bring regrets. It will bring fear. It will bring the names of people who hurt you. It will bring the future you are afraid of. It will bring the past you cannot change. Do not run. Stay, breathe. Observe. This is training. Just as the body becomes stronger by lifting weight, the mind becomes stronger by holding silence. Each moment you do not run from yourself, you become stronger. Each moment you do not react to anger, you become stronger. Each moment you do not chase validation, you become stronger. Each moment you choose peace over ego, you become stronger. This is the hidden training of the soul. No one claps for it, no one sees it. No one gives you a medal for controlling your temper. No one celebrates you for staying calm when you could have exploded. No one knows how many battles you fought inside your mind before you smiled. But the universe knows, your spirit knows. And slowly, your life begins to change. Because the person who masters silence begins to master energy. You stop giving your attention to things that drain you. You stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You stop chasing those who only come when they need something. You stop reacting to every negative comment. You stop proving your worth to those who cannot see it. And when you stop wasting your energy, you begin to build. You build your body. You build your mind. You build your discipline. You build your purpose. You build your future. This is why silence makes you stronger. Because silence returns energy to the places that matter. A noisy life is a scattered life. A silent life is a focused life. And focus is the weapon of every great warrior. The archer does not hit the target by looking everywhere. He becomes still. He breathes. He focuses on one point. Then he releases. Your life is the same. If your mind is everywhere, your power is nowhere. But when you become silent, you gather the scattered pieces of yourself. You stop living in reaction. You start living with intention. You stop asking, what will they think? You start asking, what is right? You stop asking, how do I answer them? You start asking, is this worth my peace? You stop asking, why did this happen to me? You start asking, what is this teaching me? This is the mindset of a warrior. Not a warrior of violence, a warrior of awareness. A warrior who understands that the greatest victory is not defeating another person. The greatest victory is defeating the lower version of yourself. The version that wants revenge, the version that wants attention, the version that wants to react, the version that wants to quit, the version that wants to speak only to protect the ego. Silence helps you defeat that version. It teaches you that you do not have to attend every argument you are invited to. You do not have to respond to every provocation. You do not have to expose your plans to everyone. You do not have to announce your transformation. Move in silence. Heal in silence. Grow in silence. Let your results speak when the season is right. There is a time to plant. There is a time to grow. There is a time to bloom. But the seed that is dug up every day to check its progress will never become a tree. In the same way, if you keep explaining your journey to everyone, you disturb your own growth. Some things need darkness before they can rise. Some dreams need silence before they can be seen. Some versions of you need isolation before they can be born. Do not fear quiet seasons. Sometimes, life makes you silent because it is preparing you. Sometimes, people leave because your path requires less noise. Sometimes, doors close because your soul needs direction. Sometimes, you lose what distracted you, so you can find what was calling you. Silence is not punishment. Silence is preparation. In silence, you begin to hear the voice of wisdom, not the loud voice of fear, not the sharp voice of anger, not the restless voice of ego, but the deep voice inside that says, be patient, keep going, do not lower yourself, do not lose your peace, do not abandon your path, do not become like those who hurt you. This voice is quiet. That is why you must become quiet to hear it. The world will always try to pull you outward. But strength is built inward. Your peace is built inward. Your courage is built inward. Your discipline is built inward. The outside world is only a reflection of the inside world. If there is chaos inside, there will be chaos outside. If there is fear inside, there will be fear outside. If there is anger inside, there will be conflict outside. But if there is silence inside, even the storm outside cannot destroy you. This is the way of inner strength. To be calm, not because life is easy, but because you are trained. To be peaceful, not because people are kind, but because you are centered. To be silent, not because you are weak, but because you are powerful enough to choose your response. Every day practice silence. When anger rises, breathe before speaking. When someone disrespects you, pause before reacting. When you feel the need to prove yourself, ask yourself why. When the world becomes loud, return to your breath, sit quietly, walk slowly. Listen deeply. Speak carefully. Act with purpose. This is how you build the invisible strength that no one can take from you. Money can be lost. Debt can be lost. People can leave. Opportunities can disappear, but the strength of a disciplined mind stays with you. The peace of a silent heart stays with you. The power of self-control stays with you. And once you have tasted this kind of strength, you will no longer be attracted to noise. You will no longer need to be the loudest in the room. You will no longer need to win every argument. You will no longer need to explain your silence. You will simply live from it, calmly, clearly, powerfully, because you will know the truth. Silence is not the absence of strength. Silence is strength under command. Silence is anger transformed into wisdom. Silence is pain transformed into patience. Silence is loneliness transformed into self-respect. Silence is discipline transformed into power. So the next time the world tries to provoke you, do not rush. Breathe. Observe. Choose. The next time someone misunderstands you, do not collapse. Stand still. Let time reveal what words cannot. The next time you feel alone, do not fear the emptiness. Enter it. There may be a stronger version of you waiting inside. And the next time your mind becomes loud, remember the mountain. It does not shout. It does not explain. It does not move for every storm. It remains. Be like the mountain, silent, steady, unshaken. Because the one who masters silence does not become empty. He becomes complete. And when a person becomes complete within himself, the world can no longer control him so easily. This is why silence makes you stronger. Not because it hides you from life, but because it teaches you how to face life without losing yourself. Not because it makes you passive, but because it makes you powerful. Not because it removes your voice, but because it gives your voice meaning. So walk your path quietly, train your mind daily, protect your peace fiercely. Let your actions become your message. Let your patience become your power. Let your discipline become your identity. And let your silence become the place where your strongest self is born. Because in the end, the strongest warrior is not the one who defeats the most enemies. The strongest warrior is the one who conquers himself. And that victory begins in silence.